Okay guys, basically the Great Reset is coming. If you guys don't know what the Great Reset is, it's basically all of the world governments coming together to basically collaborate to basically control the world economy. And if it's not already controlled enough, it's going to get so much worse because of something called a CBDC. I think it's centralized bank digital currency. But basically what they're going to do with that is it's going to be their form of cryptocurrency, but in fact it's actually centralized and they can see every transaction from themselves. So what that'll mean is that they'll see exactly what you spend and what money you get, and they can choose what you can spend and what you can't. What that means is you're gonna have no more freedom. You're not gonna be able to spend anything that you choose to do. But the problem is that if this gets fully developed, and there's no way to stop it, because if all the money that you get is digital anyway and they get rid of cash, then there's nothing you can do about it, right? That's why it's so important now to be financially free, to be able to make your own income, to live anywhere you want, to do anything you want, because at a certain point in the future, you're not going to be able to have that opportunity. So guys, now, if anyone's watching this, like, now is the time that you need to get started in doing your own hobbies and doing things that can actually get you income in order for you to not be a slave to this system right now. And that's what I'm trying to do. And not only you being a slave, but your family as well. Look, Look, I don't know if you remember this part of the whole thing, but you need to retire your parents, first off, number one, and you need to give back to the world. And if those two things are your number one purpose in your life, you're just going to be lost, okay? You're never going to be happy, and you're going to wonder why, but because those two purposes were never solved, right? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. If you're wondering how everything's going for me right now, I'm learning 2 different programming languages so I can get my business website run up, as well as learning Kotlin so I can develop my own app in the future, which a little sneak peek is basically going to be a visualizations app, because there's literally no app right now that you can actually have guided visualizations. It's different from meditation, by the way, because meditations are like, you sit down and be mindful, but visualizations are supposed to help you with achieving your goals. And then I want that app to be developed along with building my YouTube channel and kind of the whole brand about that shit. And then on top of that, we're just gonna have the business, the software development agency, those 2 things working alongside. Same thing with Recosia, that's gonna blow up as well. Honestly, my goal by the end of the year is maybe to get E-Man Gadget to notice my grind and to notice what I'm doing. Same thing with Hamza or something. To be honest, I haven't watched him in a while, but I'm recording this now because I just watched E-Man Gadget's new video about the Great Reset. But I know these goals are attainable, and with this month coming to an end, April, I realized that now I really need to go monk mode with this shit. And I was going with it before. I will say this has been my most productive year that I've ever lived. But like 4 months in, I realized that I can be doing so much more, which I think is such a blessing to have, and I'm grateful for me being able to see my mistakes. But look, at the end of the day, all this shit that I'm telling you, here's the only thing that matters, bro. That's all that matters. If you don't believe in God, you're just not gonna win, I'm sorry. You're just not. Not only are you not gonna win, but you're actually gonna lose. And you're gonna lose hard. And you're gonna go downhill, worse than where you started. Just because you're not grounded in like true beliefs. You're not grounded in the things that actually matter. And so when you try and pursue things that are actually illusory, you start to realize that everything that you've been working for is a lie. And then at a certain point, it'll be too late to go back to it. But as long as you trust in God, believe that he loves you, and as well as Jesus, and confess your sins to him, then I feel like you'll be so much better than any other advice out there. So, just love God and have faith in him, and make sure to give back to your parents every day and work hard. Make sure that one day they'll never have to work again. And if anyone's watching this that is under 18, I'm talking to you too, because you have no excuse either. I'm 17, and I realize that this is my purpose now. So thank you. But yeah, that's it for April. See you in May.